Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So my name is Mirza bin Muhammad Saudi and I'm from Den 6A. Today I want to share with you guys with, of course, my lecturer Miss Betty and also to my classmate. It's about trade policy. One of the instruments is trade policy, which is the divide by two, tariff barrier and also non-tariff barrier. So we go one by one. We will go to tariff barrier first. Okay, right. Tariff barrier, also known as tax. So like if you see like tax, it also means tariff barrier. But in this tax, in this kind of tax of tariff barrier, there is two categories, which is the first one is specific tariff and the second one is ad valorem tariff. So by these two categories, what is the principle about tariff barrier? The principle about tariff barrier is to protect domestic producers and employees. So this tax is to protect domestic producers. So like if something happen to their producer process or facility or anything, there's means they pay the tax. So to the institute or to the financial institution that they pay the tax, the institute will like we call as like shield them or protect them if anything happen. It's not insurance, but it's continuous. We want to do the production, so we need to pay the tax or tariff barrier, but anything happen, they will help, right? So in this tariff barrier, there is gain versus losses. So what is the gain and what is losses in tariff barrier? Tariff barrier or tax is a loss to customer because we need to pay more. Like if the pencil is right 1 ringgit, so after tax the pencil will be like 1 ringgit 20 cents or 1 ringgit 10 cents. It's kind of that. So we need to pay more. The more expensive the item or the more item we pay, the higher the tax will be. But is the gain is to government. Of course, we pay the tax to government, so government gain the benefits here. Because by the tax, the government can help the economy has KPD and KK, GDP and everything about national level. And also domestic producers also gain the benefit here, right? So this is tariff barrier, which is what we practice in this world, in this country. And even though it's loose to customer, but it's important to pay the tax, alright? So we go to the non-tariff barrier. Okay, so non-tariff barrier is the 5 component under non-tariff barrier. The first one is subsidies, second one is import quota and VER. The third one is LCR, and the fourth one is administrative policies, and the last one is anti-dumping policies, right? So we go one by one. For the subsidies have two components, which is the first one is government pay to the domestic producer, right? And the second one is in form of cash grant, low percentage and also low rate of taxes. So the subsidies, like they open grant for the young entrepreneur, so like they give 15k of grant so that they can run the entrepreneur scope. We know SME is the major contribution to our GDP. If we suppress SME, Malaysia is doomed, right? So they need to supply grant. This all subsidies is come from taxes we pay before. So from the taxes, they contribute back to the citizen. So number one is the import quota and VER. The first one is about import quota, is about approved permit. So it's not like you can just import everything to here and then selling or anything. You need to have a permit to approve the import. And also if there is a limit quantity, because there is a VER, which is quota on trade. So like we can just like, oh, I want to buy carpet like 50k or 100k of carpet, then we selling here. So what will be to the local entrepreneur who's selling the same thing? So even though there's a freedom of what you want to do, there is a limit or quota to secure or help local entrepreneur, right? So the policies help us as local entrepreneur, and they also give a freedom to anyone who want to import anything from overseas, Right, the third one is LCR. LCR is specific fraction of good be produced domestically. And the fourth one is administrative policies, is to restrict imports and boost exports, right? And the final one is anti-dumping policies. Anti-dumping policies, selling good in the foreign market below their cost of production. So like you if there is production of device like iPhone at Malaysia, if there is a production, so let's say the production take around 3,000 cost, but the anti-dumping policies, they will sell below, so that they will, or people will just, rather than they produce, better they buy. So like let's say if you want to automobile industry, we want to produce a car, it maybe take around thousands of ringgit, or if we go overseas, might be thousands of dollar. But no, dollar might their value of money is higher. So let's say we take like Indonesia, so like might be a million cost of produce there, but if the import might be their selling price is lower than the cost of production. So there's the anti-dumping policies. Thank you for listening, and if there is any question, you just can PM me. Thank you.